Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another tutorial on AWS cloud computing today. So today we shall learn how to run commands or how to execute scripts remotely on an EC2 instance or Amazon instance. So we shall gain access to the remote server and we can run commands or any script on the server using the AWS system manager. Okay, so we'll go step by step and we shall learn how to do this. So you can go ahead and start learning AWS cloud computing very easily from the 10 minutes tutorial given by AWS. So there are very basic tutorials which you can go and practice. So likewise shall learn how to do this today. Okay, so before that, let me introduce you to my channel. This is our tech channel for cloud computing, scripting, Linux, Python, etc. Okay, so please subscribe and support my channel so that I could help you more in technologies. Okay, so let's start. And first of all, you should have access to your free tier AWS console, and what you have to do is you have to search for EC2 instance. Okay, so here what we are going to do is we are going to create a server. Okay, so before creating the server, what we shall do is we shall create a role using which we will be accessing the server remotely. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to go to identity access management, which is IAM. So here when you go, what you have to do is you have to create a role which will have access to your server. Okay, so here there are so many roles. I have already created one role. Let's create one more role. Okay, so select type of trusted entity, so AWS service. Okay, here choose a service that will use this role. So we shall use EC2 instance because we are going to access the EC2 instance. Okay, so and then we'll go on permissions. So here we have to select what we are going to do. Okay, policies. So here Amazon EC2 Amazon EC2 something will be here. Amazon EC2 ssm-agent. Let me check. Amazon EC2 role for SSM. Okay, so this is one you have to select. So what it does is default policy for Amazon EC2 role. Okay, so you have to select this and then click on next. Okay, here the tags are optional. Just click on review. Amazon EC2 role for SSM. I think this is the one, right? Okay, I will just give a name. So access role to access EC2 instance. Okay, so yeah, next we'll click on the create role. Okay, so this is the role that we created just now, and let me just check if this is the right role. Amazon EC2 role for SSM, right? Exactly. So this is the one that I had created earlier. So this is the role we are going to use. Fine. So with this role you will gain access to the server. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to EC2 instance and we are going to create a server with the IAM role. Okay, so just click on launch instance. So here okay, so here what we are going to do is we are using an Amazon Linux. Okay, we are going to select an Amazon Linux server, or you can use a Red Hat Linux server, or whatever you want as per your choice. So let's say I am selecting Red Hat Linux. Okay, just can check the free tier so that you won't be charged for this. So just select this Red Hat, or let's just go for this, choose the Linux. Okay, select, fine. So once you select this, here you see this is free tier eligible T2 micro. Okay, so here you won't be charged for this if you enable this instance. So then just click on configure instance details. Number of instances 1, network 1, subnet 1, and VPC just use the default one. If you have created a VPC you can select, but I'll just go ahead with the default one. Okay, so now here you will have a IAM role. Okay, so IAM role automatically deploys AWS credential to resources, so that way you will be able to access the instance using this IAM. So here what we'll do is we'll select the role that we have created. Okay, fine. So now we will review and launch. So you see this is the Linux enterprise server. It is you can have a review, what are the things. Okay, storage EBS only. Okay, we haven't added any extra storage, so this is currently having 10 GB, and this is the device mount point. Okay, we'll just click on launch. So here you see it will ask you for a key pair, because when we launch the instance you need a key pair to because you need a public and private key pair to access the server. So here we won't use any key pair because we will be accessing this using the system manager, okay, remotely. So just select proceed without a key pair, okay, and then click on acknowledge that I will be able to connect. Okay, I acknowledge. Just click on I acknowledge launch instances. So it will take some time. So your instances are launching. Fine. So now once you click on view instances, so you see here this instance is not yet launched, so this will take some time to launch. Okay, fine. So meanwhile what we will do is we will here it is asking you to give a name. We can give anything like say Linux access using AWS system manager. Okay, so you see this is the server we instantiated. So now it is in running state. Okay, so if you go and see the instance, this is the IP address of the server, this is the public IP, and this is the public name. Okay, so now the question is, how do we access the server? Okay, now you go to actions, and instance state is running state. Okay, click on connect. So here instance is not associated with a key pair. So what we have to do is we have to go to we have to go to managed instance. So here you will find the instances that are accessible using AWS system manager. Okay, so welcome to manage instance. Okay, okay, so configure EC2 Linux instances. Okay, we go back and okay, so what we do is we go to services and we click on system manager. Okay, so once we go there, we should be able to access, we should be able to get some steps. Okay, so it's taking some time because my internet connection is a bit slow. Okay, so here you see system manager. Okay, just click on run command, then what you have to do is you have to click on run command, because first of all, before starting before we run any command on the server, you have to you have to deploy the SSM agent first. Okay, so you have to deploy SSM agent first. So just click on run command. So we are going to deploy the SSM agent so that it will be able to run it will allow us to run remote commands remotely. So what you have to do is just go here and document name prefix and just type equals AWS, okay, deploy SSM agent. I think this is the name. Okay, this is not the name. Okay, let me check. So it should be something like okay, so just we have to search for it. Okay, update-ssm-agent. Yeah, this is the one you have to select. Okay, once you select this, what you have to do is you have to select a document version which will be default version, let it be the same. Okay, and then okay, so here you have to specify the server where you are going to run the SSM agent. Okay, so one moment, let me just check if the server is okay. So it seems like AWS System Manager allows remote access and remotely run commands only on Amazon Linux servers. Okay, so because if we go to System Manager and manage instances, and then here you don't find any server here because when we created the Linux server, it should be listed here, but here it is not allowing. So it seems like we have to create Amazon Linux server itself. Okay, so what you have to do is you go back to EC2 instance. Okay, and here what I am doing is, so here what we did is we created a Linux server, SUSE Linux server, so which is not allowing because which is not being allowed by AWS System Manager. So what we'll do is we'll create another instance with the Amazon Linux server. Okay, so we are going to use this one as the Amazon server as our platform where we shall run the remote commands remotely. Okay, so you just go to configure instance details, and similarly we shall set the role that we have created earlier, review and launch. This is our Amazon server. Just click on launch, choose an existing key pair, proceed without key pair, acknowledge launch instances. So your instances will be launched. So here you see a new instance will be created. You can give it some another name like Amazon instance using AMI role. Okay, so it's just a name, doesn't matter. So once this is instances up and running, you can go to services. Okay, before that what you have to do is just click on this connection, this server, go to actions, go to instance setting, attach or replace IAM role. So here you see the role that we created, that is already attached, so you don't need to do anything here. So again, go back to services, system manager, go to managed instances. Okay, so here you see now that server is present, because earlier when we created the Linux server and we went to shared resources, manage instance, that server was not listed here, because it seems like they are allowing only the Amazon Linux servers to be accessible remotely using AWS System Manager. Okay, what we do is we select the server, go to actions, run command. So what we have to do is we have to update the SSM agent before we start any other commands. Okay, so what you have to do is go to document name prefix, click on equals, So here just type AWS update. So we are going to update the SSM agent before we run any other command, because this SSM agent is already installed on all the Amazon Linux servers by default. Okay, so before we proceed further, we are going to update the SSM agent. So just to document version, let it be default. Okay, so here manually selecting the instance. So you see this is the instance which is we created just now. Okay, so just select this instance, and then comment is optional, timeout 600. So here okay, so output options means you are allowed to select a bucket name where the output of the command will be stored. Okay, so currently we will not select any bucket here. Okay, so it's just an update command which will update the SSM agent. So here if you click on AWS command line interface, so this is a AWS equivalent command that you can run from AWS CLI, which will make the same effect. Okay, just click on run. So what will happen is the command will be sent to the server using the SSM agent, SSM rule. Okay, so just click on refresh, and you see the status is in progress. So it will take some time. So meanwhile you can go and check the command description. Okay, so command is AWS update SSM agent. Okay, so it will take some time, maybe click on refresh. Yeah, you see that the output is successful, and just select the target and just click on view output, and you will find that the SSM agent, updating SSM agent on the server successfully downloaded, successfully initiating SSM agent update, Amazon SSM agent successfully installed. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to run any command of our own choice. So again, go back to run command, and you have to go back to click on run command. So here so what you have to do is you have to select document name prefix equals AWS. Here you can, instead of searching, you can directly scroll and go and run. Here you will find something like run shell script. Okay, you can just select this option, and you can select this option and you can run the command. Okay, so let's say we'll just any command, let's say host name, any command. You can give the commands each in a line. Okay, like who am I, like uptime, like anything. You can date, simple command, ls minus ltr. Okay, so these are all the commands that will be sent to the server and it will be executed. Working directory is optional. If you want to run the command in a particular directory, you have to specify here. Currently we are not giving that, so here select the option server which we have created. Comment is optional, timeout for the command is 600 seconds. Okay, here what we are going to do is we are writing the output to a S3 bucket. So choose a bucket name from the list. So here you will have a bucket that is already present, so you must have created any bucket. So just go and select the bucket that is already there. So if you want to write to output a subfolder, just output directory. Okay, so I just created a subfolder inside this bucket. Okay, now again, if you want to know the AWS CLI equivalent command, you can just copy this command and paste into CLI. It will make the same changes, it will run the same command. Okay, so basically what we are doing is we are running these commands on the server remotely. Okay, so just click on run. So this will run the command. So you see overall status, instance name, ID, again click on refresh. So you see the command is successful. Okay, go back to go to view output. So here what will happen is the output will be shown here. So what will happen is if the command is more than 2500 characters, it will be truncated, so you won't see the output is truncated. So for what was the first command? Host name. So it gave you the host name. Whoami is the root, so you have the admin access to the server, you can do anything you want. And then what was the next command? Uptime. Okay, 6 minutes, so definitely the server is up since 6 minutes. Date, and we need ls minus ltr, and then the output got truncated. If you want to see the entire output, just go to S3 bucket. So just click on this and you will be redirected to S3 bucket. So where was the output? It was inside this Shankar 361, and then we created a subfolder output directory. So here inside this output directory we have this output. Okay, so just select this, and then what you can do is you can select this and just actions, and just like it's taking some time, maybe we'll just click on refresh. Okay, I think something is wrong. It is not listed here. Output directory. Okay, we go inside AWS shell script, should be here. Okay, yeah, so here is the output. You select that, and then if you just download it, you will be able to see the output in the S3 bucket as well. So this is the output of your command. Okay, so it's always a good practice to open the file as WordPad. Okay, so we'll just go to the folder, and then we will open the file with WordPad. Okay, so this is the output of your command. So this will have the entire output. Okay, so this way you can run the command remotely on the server. You can maybe you want to create a new user, you can create a new user, you can generate a public private key pair, you can access the server directly with the key pair. Okay, so this is how you can run commands remotely on the server. Okay, fine. So I wanted to show you one more. So before I end the presentation, I wanted to show you one more thing, which is we can actually start a terminal, a remote session also, like a terminal session, like a putty session also, directly from here in the action. What you have to do is you have to select the instance. You have to go to AWS System Manager, shared resources, manage instances, select the server, go to action and click on start session, and you will be able to open a session directly on the server. So you see I am able to directly open an instance. So this will be opened as ssm-agent user. Okay, so this is very nice, and this is the best way to access AWS instances remotely. So that's all guys in this tutorial. So please like my video and please share if you find it useful, and please make a comment on the video and let me know how do you feel about it, because unless you make a comment, unless you like and share, how do I know whether what I'm doing is right or not, or how people will be able to reach to my tutorials. So please like, subscribe and share to my YouTube channel, and click the subscribe button. Thank you. Thanks for watching.